All right, so kind of wanted to hop on here and give y'all my reaction to last night's Super Bowl. Um, Really, if you were a fan of defensive play, then this was your ball game probably for the first three quarters. Seattle moved the ball pretty good, pretty efficiently for the most part. Just there for a while, they just could not punch it in the end zone, and they were having to settle for field goals. Really, um, as many field goals as were kicked, I thought Seattle's kicker Jason Myers was going to end up being MVP. It was either going to be him or Kenneth Walker all day. Kenneth came in, ran for 90-something yards in the first half. Um, New England kind of clamped down on run defense in the second half. Did a little bit better job containing him, but ran for 135 yards. That's the most since Terrell Davis for the Broncos back in the late 90s. Um, just. And I think for me, as a Texans fan, the thing that kind of burdens me up about this is, yes, New England's got a good team overall. That was the best turnaround from going 4-13 last year to 17-3 or 17-4 this year, if you count playoffs and everything. That was the biggest turnaround of any team from one year to the next since the 98-99 Colts, which was Peyton Manning's rookie year and second year when they went 3-13 one year and then went 13-3 the next year. So hats off to New England for a good season, but I think it just goes to show you that for me as a Texans fan, what burns me up is offensively, all we had to do was not screw that game up a few weeks ago, and we managed to do that. And because we had the best defense that Houston ever has had in Texans history, or even back in the Oilers days. I would argue that this is the best defense that Houston NFL football has ever had, and maybe ever will have. It looks like they're going to keep a big chunk of their core defense next year, but who knows if they're going to be able to replicate that. So, but I'm going to get off that horse, my little tangent about the Texans. Drake May struggled through three quarters of that game. He finally got going later on. He hit Hollins for a touchdown. In fact, I think Hollins had both touchdowns. I could be wrong about that, but he threw for almost 300 yards, two touchdowns. He did throw two picks, but I don't think the almost 300 yards passing really shows how much he struggled. But he is going to be a really good quarterback in this league for a while. I really do feel like. I think Minnesota is just sitting there fuming and pissed off that they let go of Sam Darnold last year. He absolutely balled out for them last year, and then he comes in to Seattle when Seattle couldn't get a deal done with Geno Smith, and he came in and did his thing with Seattle this year. So hats off to him. Was not the best Super Bowl I've ever seen by any means, just from the quality of game in general, but yeah, it was a great defensive performance by Seattle. New England had their chances. They were getting stops and everything. They were able to keep Seattle out of the end zone, so there's something to be said about that. I think really after the Super Bowl, a couple of guys in New England secondary are going to be getting paid for this game. Christian Gonzalez in general. That dude is a beast, and just this year I really realized how good he was. That's a guy that's going to be looking for a big contract here pretty soon, and rightfully so. So, but yeah, I just wanted to get on here and give my kind of my 2 cents and whatnot. And if you agree, cool. If you disagree, cool. Feel free to like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Thanks.